everyone, this is your girl Mata Safa from Rock Niger TV.
POC on the beat.
Pray to Lego.
Hello everyone, my name is Masa Safa and I want to welcome you all to another episode this week. And for those of you who have never been part of this show, join us every week because every week is a different topic. What are we going to talk about today? We're talking about hygiene, personal hygiene. Why is hygiene so important? Hygiene is important because our body image influences our self-esteem. It influences our confidence. It motivates us. When you go in public, your image is how people see you, how they perceive you, how they smell you, the smell that comes out of you. These are very, very important things. So now, what's the first thing we're going to talk about? Proper bathing. It's very, very important. Let's first treat everything with the adults. It's very important to bathe at least twice every day. In the morning and before you go to bed. If you know you work so hard during the day, of course, in the afternoon, you could also take your shower in the afternoon. But I want to let you know this. It keeps you dry when you bathe properly. And then you make sure every part of your body is dry and clean. It makes you stay fresh. When people sit close to you, they will not smell any of this funky stuff. Use deodorant under your armpits. Make sure everywhere is dry and clean. And also, trim your nails. Because some people, when you sit next and close to them, you see all the dirt underneath their nails. It's good if you want to keep your nails so long. Fine, that's your choice. But make sure you file it, you trim it, you keep it clean and nice and healthy and looking good. When you eat, these germs comes from underneath your nails onto your food. This is another way for you to keep yourself clean and healthy. We also want to talk about your feet. When you take off your shoes, and because of the sweat, it produces odor. Regularly, make sure you wash your feet properly in between the toes. You dry them properly. Use a foot lotion or the foot powder that eliminates odor. These are just tips for good personal living. Brushing of your teeth. Floss properly. So many of us eat, and then when we eat, we think, oh, then that's fine. I already drank water or drank juice. That's fine. But one thing I want to let you know, some of the meat or the fish or the things we eat goes and sits in between the tooth. Use floss. Floss your teeth. Every day after eating, floss is proper living. Because when you close your mouth and those food that are in between the teeth, they get rotten, your mouth is closed and the heat, it produces bad odor. This is not an insult. These are just tips and these are just encouragement. Let's floss properly and brush our teeth. When you go to the dentist, they tell you the circular movement. Make sure you go in circles all around, in and out, up and down, your tongue all the way down closer to your throat, and make sure you use mouth rinse. Get the proper mouth rinse and get proper dental checkup regularly. Some of us, definitely this is flu season. Or sometimes you catch the cold and you cough. Learn to cough in your arm. Because you know why? The bacteria are flying out. The person who's sitting next to you catches this bacteria. And one of the greatest and most important out of all of these things that I'm talking about today is washing of hands. You wash in between your hands. You go in between circular movements. If possible, you sing the ABC song. This is how we teach the kids in school how to wash their hands. As soon as you get in the house, let's train ourselves. Wash our hands. Some of our jackets, wherever we lean, it picks up some bacteria. Put it in a separate place. Don't just take it and put it on your couch, on your chair or something and just say, hey, this is just like a free flow. No, your body is going to touch those things. These are all different ways and these are tips for personal hygiene. Now let's move on to the kids. I always love for us, the adults, the parents, to make sure we educate our kids about personal hygiene. Now, as they are growing up, teach them personal grooming. Within that puberty age, start talking to them about how they start growing body, hair under their armpits and their private areas. Have a discussion with your child about how to shave and how to keep themselves clean and dry. Speak to your children. If you don't speak to them about it, who will? Teenagers, I know you all love to play basketball. You all love recreation. Even if you don't love recreation, but you run, you sweat, that's the time we all start, your pores are all open, giving out all this sweat. Bathe regularly. Bathe regularly and make sure after you bathe, make sure you dry your skin under your armpit, your private area, dry it properly. Your private area is very, very important. These are one of the key areas that gush out odors and because it contains heat. One thing that the doctors normally say is always good to use cotton underwears. You know why? Because the cotton, it keeps, at least it gets, a little free flow of air. But nylon, even though we're not going against what you have, but what they're advising is cotton. Please, brothers and sisters, mothers, fathers, this is very important. This topic actually was chosen today because more of our kids are growing, and us the adults, in as much as we really like, paying attention to our kids, but when they go out there, we see some of this negligence. We see some of these kids out there with bad body odor. Sometimes if this body odor, you cannot contain it, you see that the child bathing regularly and using deodorant regularly, or, they're applying it, take the child to the doctor. Get the child, maybe their hormones, their own form of hormone is kind of different. Don't just play it cool and say, okay, that's how my child is, leave it alone. They do have natural healing for these things. And for some of the adults, learn, please, if you want to keep the pubic hair under your armpit, keep it clean and dry and let it be fresh. Some of us, like those of us who takes the bus, and you have somebody who just come and raise their hand like this and holding onto the pole, oh my goodness, some of the odor that gush out of it, you might want to turn, but that's public transportation. Sometimes somebody come and sit close to you, and the body odor that comes out, sometimes you don't want the person to feel embarrassed. Sometimes some people get up, but sometimes some people speak out. And these are, remember, your image. Gentlemen, guys, this goes for you guys. Comb your hair properly. Trim your hair. Make sure you shave properly. Your beard, shave it properly. Make sure you appear good, because when you don't do these things, you're looking so rough. And when you're looking rough, that's how people look at you differently. And your image is very, very important. Very important how you look. That's your image. How you smell. The things you say. How you say it. Ladies, keep your hair so clean. Brush it, comb it. Because if people see you go out rough, they take you how you look. It's not their fault. Because it's the kind of image they see. Sometimes you're looking so sloppy and you're looking so anyhow, they take you anyhow. But if you look well kept, decent, guys, well shaved, looking so accurate, they give you maximum respect. Ladies, you don't look, you look so good, look so sharp, look so smart, they give you maximum respect. But if we all adults, we look anyhow, they take us anyhow. This is all I have for you this week. Personal hygiene is very important. Let's don't overlook these things. This is not time to cast blame on adults, children, the men, women. No. This is just an encouragement about hygiene. Your image, the image we put out there. Let people see us and respect us. Sometimes people judge us wrongly. They judge us wrongly. Sometimes the way you appear. Some people clutch onto their purses because of the way they see you guys. When you walk by them, they think you are thieves because of your appearance. They fear you. The way you look, the way you carry yourselves. They judge you wrongly. Ladies, they do the same thing. But please, this is an advice to every one of us. Let's so be concerned about how we look, how we smell, what we say, things we do, because people watch us. Let's portray good image out there. Let's make sure we give our best out there. That when you pass by, you smell so sweet. You smell so fresh. And people will turn and say, oh my God, what do you have on? Rather than people just put their hand and trying to rub their hands against their nose. I love you all. Thanks for watching this video. As you watch it, like it, share it, and let's share ideas together. I don't know everything. You don't know everything. That's why we're always talking about it. Send comments. Write your comments. And also email me. Let's talk about it 75@gmail.com. I'm waiting to hear from you. Every week, we're going to have a new topic. Always stay tight. My name again is Masa Safa, and the show is called Let's Talk About It. Thank you all very much for watching this video.